Make the ground shake.
Hello YouTube, this is Bleach chapter 673 review, and this chapter was great, but it confused me because I didn't remember some things that happened in previous events in this arc. The beginning of this chapter also had me confused because I thought it was switching back to the fight with the miracle, and I was like, oh okay, is it doing that? I was like, whatever. I was like, I guess I'll read it, but no, it wasn't, and it was actually just kind of like setting up for the fight between Ichigo and Yhwach, and there was some comedy there. Before it went to Ichigo and Yhwach, it was basically Renji and Rukia. They were running, then they saw Hitsugaya, like his older form, and they're like, who is that? Renji said, and Rukia was like, it's obviously Hitsugaya's older brother, dummy. And Hitsugaya, he just went along with it, and Byakuya said, really? And then it basically goes up to the fight with Yhwach and Ichigo. And Yhwach was complimenting Ichigo, and he was saying like, oh, your Ryozetsu's so strong and all this stuff. He's like, you've either gotten really stronger or you found your true power. He also said Ichigo's Ryozetsu so strong that you could see it, and I thought that was amazing. Like, you actually could see it. It was so cool. I just love that. Another thing I do want to mention was Yhwach was also trying to like make Ichigo mad because he was saying like he was his father, and basically saying he gave him all these powers, and oh, I'm your father, and Ishin, he's just really like just there, but I'm your real father, and all that crap. And Ichigo was like, no, you're not my real father, you killed my mother. And he's like, no, you're just not. And Yhwach was like, oh, you're still mad over that? Like, stop being such a little girl, Ichigo. He's basically trying to get Ichigo butthurt so Ichigo would get mad. And another thing that I thought was cool is Yhwach wasn't using his powers to tell what happens in the future, because he said he wanted to see what Ichigo was going to do. This kind of reminded me of when Aizen wasn't using his Shikai, and basically he was holding back, or not really holding back, but yeah, holding back to see what Ichigo would do. And it just kind of reminded me of Aizen, how he wasn't using his Shikai, and how Yhwach isn't using his power to tell the future. That's what it reminded me of. And when I was talking about Yhwach trying to like make Ichigo mad and stuff like that about his mother and being his father and stuff, Ichigo gets mad and he attacks Yhwach, and Yhwach responds with an attack, and then they use another attack, and Ichigo uses Getsugo Tensho this time, or it might have been the first time, I don't quite remember. He uses Getsugo Tensho, and they have a clash between Getsugo Tensho and Yhwach's attack. And there was another time where Yhwach attacked again, and Orihime blocked that attack, and I like that. That shows that Orihime is not just there to, cry and moan over Ichigo. She's actually helping in some way, and I hope this continues, and it won't be kind of like the Ukiura fight where she was crying and all that stuff, which that didn't really bother me, but to a lot of people it did bother them, so hopefully she'll be actually some help this time. And I'm just enjoying this chapter, and it seems like next chapter we are going to get the actual fight. And man, oh man, this is going to be great. I don't think it's going to be the final fight between Ichigo and Yhwach, but it's definitely going to be a good fight and some impact in this arc. So, I mean, there's so many possibilities. Just to think we could get Ichigo's Bankai, we get to see more of his powers, and I really want to see an Ichigo Bankai, like his new Bankai or whatever it's going to be like. I could just see 2 swords, like longer, whatever, like however the changes may be, and kind of like his old Bankai, but like some new abilities and stuff. Like, I could just see that. I would totally dig that. That would look so cool, and I'm just looking forward to this fight and what this fight has in store for us. At the end of this chapter, we get Yhwach saying, no more time for like chit chat and stuff, it's getting serious, or he says something like that. And that's why I was saying I can't wait for next chapter, because I just want to see an all-out fight between Ichigo and Yhwach. So maybe we'll get like 2 or 3 chapters of that, and then like Ichigo probably gets split up or beat by Yhwach or something like that. That's what I'm assuming will happen, but who knows? This might be the final fight, but I highly doubt it. Like 99%, I doubt that. But you guys need to tell me what you thought of this chapter. Do you think we'll see more of Ichigo's powers? And do you think Ichigo will show his Bankai, if he even has a Bankai? And what do you think about Yhwach? Do you think he's holding back? Do you think this will be the final fight? Do you think Ichigo will get defeated? And whatever's gonna happen? I just want to know what you guys think about this chapter. Anyways, tell me that in the comments below. Subscribe, guys. Have a nice day. I'm out.